Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. Today we're exploring the top 4 most valuable Australian 50-cent coins. While most of these are common in change, a select few have become collector's treasures worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market. If you've got some tucked away in a jar, one of them could be a hidden fortune. Let's get started. First up, the 50-cent Australian 1978 coin is a numismatic gem that continues to fascinate collectors around the world. More than just a circulating piece of money, this coin has developed into a rare treasure with historical importance and an ever-rising presence in today's action market. When preserved and recognized in its black-toned condition, it becomes a standout collectible with both beauty and significant financial value. The story of the 1978 50-cent coin begins in a decade where Australian coinage had already firmly established its identity. Introduced in 1969 in the copper-nickel dodecagonal form, the 50-cent piece was already beloved for its bold shape and its distinctive design. By the late 1970s, Australians were familiar with this coin in their daily lives. But the 1978 issue quietly set itself apart in ways that collectors are now fully appreciating. On the obverse, the coin carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This effigy, introduced in 1966, captures the youthful elegance of the Queen, framed with a royal tiara. By 1978, this portrait was an established symbol of continuity, yet its crisp details and regal style still stand out when found in well-preserved examples today. The reverse of the coin is where Australia proudly displays its national identity. The intricate coat of arms featuring the kangaroo and emu, guardians of the shield, provides an impressive representation of Australian culture and pride. Surrounding the design, the dodecagonal shape not only gives the coin its unique personality, but also makes it instantly recognizable anywhere in the world. What makes the 1978 coin especially unique today is the natural black toning that some pieces develop with age. This darkened color, the result of long-term exposure and the reaction of copper-nickel with its environment, gives the coin an antique-like beauty that collectors admire. Instead of diminishing its appeal, the black condition makes it more desirable as it stands apart from typical silver-toned examples, adding depth and rarity to its character. Rarity plays a crucial role in the value of this coin. While millions of 50-cent pieces were struck for circulation in 1978, very few survive today in collectible grades, and even fewer in striking black-toned condition. This rarity is what drives the market, because collectors are constantly in search of pieces that are not only historically important, but visually distinctive. The 1978 issue also sits in a significant position within the decimal coin timeline. By this time, collectors were beginning to recognize the importance of assembling full sets of post-1966 Australian coinage, and the 1978 50 cent is a key piece in that collection. Its importance as part of the continuous series elevates its demand year after year. Condition is another factor that makes the coin stand out. In its black condition, with sharp details still visible, the coin becomes a prized collectible. Collectors appreciate coins that show character and uniqueness, and the black surface combined with good preservation creates a one-of-a-kind piece. Far from being seen as wear, this condition enhances the coin's identity in the eyes of seasoned numismatists. The current action market reflects this growing appreciation. A standard circulated 1978 coin may carry only nominal value, but those in attractive black condition and very good preservation can command many multiples of face value. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins that present themselves with individuality, rarity, and sharp detail, and the 1978 coin fits all three categories perfectly. Demand for this coin continues to grow, especially among collectors who focus on the 1970s era of Australian decimal coinage. As the years pass, fewer high-quality examples remain available on the open market, with many already secured in private collections. This tightening supply pushes prices higher and ensures that the coin's financial performance remains strong. Investors are also beginning to take notice of coins like the 1978 50 cent. Its historical role, distinctive color condition, and increasing demand make it not just a collector's item, but also a smart long-term asset. Owning one of these coins offers both the joy of history and the security of rising market value. For collectors, one important tip is to preserve the coin carefully. The black condition that adds to its appeal should be protected from further damage or corrosion. Proper storage in holders or capsules ensures that the coin maintains its beauty and value for decades to come, making it an heirloom-worthy collectible. The artistry of the coin is another reason for its appeal. The Arnold Machin portrait of the Queen and the Australian coat of arms are more than designs. They are works of art on metal. In black condition, these details often appear more dramatic and striking, with the darkened surfaces highlighting the engraving in a way that enhances its aesthetic power. The 1978 50-cent coin also holds cultural significance. For Australians who lived through that era, it is a nostalgic reminder of a time when the decimal system was still relatively young, and the coinage reflected a strong national identity. For younger collectors, it represents a chance to connect with history and hold in their hands a piece of Australia's past. In today's rare coin market, the 1978 50-cent coin in black condition is a shining example of how beauty, rarity, and history combine to create true value. It is not just about metal or face value. It is about the story, the artistry, and the uniqueness that collectors cherish. This is why it continues to rise in both attention and price. The Australian 1978 50-cent coin in black condition is an extraordinary collectible with unmatched charm. Its historical background, artistic detail, rarity, and collector demand have made it a star in the numismatic world. As the action market grows and more collectors compete for these coins, its value will only continue to climb. For anyone seeking a rare and rewarding piece, the 1978 50-cent is a treasure worth owning and cherishing. Next up, the 1983 Australian 50-cent coin is more than just a piece of everyday change. It is a fascinating collectible that has grown in significance and demand within the numismatic world. For collectors and investors alike, this coin represents both historical importance and financial opportunity, especially when preserved in very good condition. As the years have passed, its rarity and appeal have only grown stronger, making it a key highlight in today's action coin market. The history of the Australian 50-cent coin stretches back to the introduction of decimal currency in 1966. Originally issued in silver, the coin was quickly replaced by the now famous copper-nickel dodecagonal shape in 1969. By the time the 1983 issue came around, Australians were well accustomed to this coin as part of their daily transactions, but few realized that the 1983 edition would later become a coveted collectible, valued far beyond its face value. The obverse of the 1983 coin features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This design is iconic and was used throughout the 1970s and early 1980s, capturing the grace and youthful presence of the Queen during that era. Collectors today admire the clarity of this design, and coins in very good condition still show impressive detail in the crown, hair, and facial features. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays the Australian coat of arms, a detailed design featuring the kangaroo and emu supporting the shield. This design embodies national pride, representing the unique wildlife and heraldic identity of Australia. The intricacy of the coat of arms is particularly admired by collectors, and well-preserved examples from 1983 allow these details to shine even after decades of circulation. One of the unique features of the 1983 50-cent coin is its role in bridging an important transitional period in Australian coinage. Just a few years later, in 1985, the Machin portrait would be replaced with the Raphael Makhlouf effigy of the Queen, giving the 1983 issue an extra layer of significance. It represents the final years of the Machin design, making it historically appealing for those assembling full-series collections. Rarity is one of the most important elements that make this coin valuable. While millions of 1983 coins were struck, far fewer remain in very good condition after decades of use. Time and circulation have taken their toll on most examples, and finding coins with strong detail and minimal damage is becoming increasingly difficult. This scarcity fuels strong demand, and collectors are eager to secure such pieces before they vanish from the market. The condition of a coin is always central to its value. The 1983 50 cent in very good condition maintains sharp lines, visible design features, and a surface that shows honest aging without excessive damage. This combination makes it stand out in collections and positions it as a premium piece compared to heavily worn examples. In today's action market, the 1983 50-cent coin in very good condition carries significant appeal. While standard circulated examples may still be found, coins that present clean surfaces and rich detail are commanding much higher prices. Collectors recognize that the supply of high-quality coins is shrinking while demand is rising, which naturally drives up market value. The current market has shown that collectors are willing to pay well above face value for the 1983 50-cent coin. Depending on condition and presentation, these coins can trade for several dollars, and in some cases, much higher when the coin displays exceptional toning or preservation. The stronger the eye appeal, the higher the value collectors are prepared to pay. Demand is also boosted by the growing global interest in Australian coinage. International collectors see coins like the 1983 50-cent as affordable yet highly significant entry points into Australia's numismatic history. This cross-border interest has contributed to rising competition at auctions and private sales, further increasing the coin's financial potential. For investors, the 1983 coin offers excellent long-term opportunity. Its historical importance, declining availability, and strong collector demand make it not just a keepsake, but also a smart asset. With each passing year, well-preserved examples become harder to obtain, meaning today's buyers are securing tomorrow's treasures. Collectors looking to add this coin to their collection should pay close attention to condition and authenticity. Proper storage is vital to maintaining value. Using protective holders and keeping the coin away from moisture and harsh handling will ensure it retains its strong appeal in the years to come. The artistry of this coin should not be overlooked. The Mackin portrait and coat of arms design both reflect the high standards of Australian coin engraving, and in very good condition, these details remain deeply impressive. The coin is as much a piece of art as it is a monetary instrument, which adds to its desirability. For Australians, this coin also carries cultural resonance. It represents an era of change and growth, and for many people, it is a nostalgic reminder of life in the early 1980s. Collectors value not only the metal and design, but also the story that comes with it. And the 1983 coin tells a powerful story of continuity and national pride. As we examine the coin in today's rare coin market, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The 1983 Australian 50-cent coin in very good condition is not only a collectible, but also a valuable investment. Its rarity, design, and market demand ensure that it will continue to appreciate, making it one of the coins worth holding on to for both passion and profit. The 1983 Australian 50-cent coin shines as a rare and desirable treasure. Its historical background, beautiful design, scarcity in high-grade condition, and growing collector demand all combine to give it strong value in the action market. For those seeking a coin with both emotional appeal and financial strength, the 1983 50-cent is a true prize, one that will continue to grow in significance and dollar value as time goes on. Next up, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin is one of those treasures that continues to attract collectors with its charm, history, and growing value in the rare coin market. While at first glance it may appear as just another piece of circulated currency, the reality is that the 1981 issue holds a unique position in Australian numismatic history and has become increasingly sought after by enthusiasts and investors alike. To understand the importance of the 1981 50-cent coin, we must look back to the evolution of Australia's decimal currency system. Introduced in 1966, the 50-cent coin replaced the old pre-decimal coins and quickly became a staple of everyday life. By 1981, the coin was well established, and it played a vital role in daily transactions across the country. Yet, as with many coins from this era, what sets it apart today is not its common usage then, but its rarity and collectible appeal now. The obverse of the coin features the timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Mackin. This effigy is one of the most recognizable in Australian numismatics, capturing the youthful elegance of the Queen. Even in circulated condition, the portrait remains a strong draw for collectors, representing an important era of Australia's royal connections and coinage tradition. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays the Australian coat of arms, designed by Stuart Devlin, Australia's renowned goldsmith and coin designer. The kangaroo and emu flanking the shield are national symbols that every Australian identifies with, while the intricate details of the shield highlight the states that form the Federation. This design has become iconic and adds to the coin's desirability, especially for collectors who admire Devlin's artistry. One of the unique aspects of the 1981 50-cent coin is its role in linking a period of numismatic transition. Just a few years later, in 1985, the Queen's portrait would change, meaning the 1981 issue falls within the final years of the Mackin effigy. Coins from this era therefore serve as an important reminder of the continuity and eventual evolution of Australian coinage. Rarity is a key factor that drives the value of the 1981 50-cent coin. While it was issued in large numbers, the survival rate of coins in collectible condition has dropped significantly. Most coins went through decades of circulation, experiencing wear and tear. Today, finding examples that still retain clear detail, even in circulated condition, makes them stand out to collectors who know their true worth. Condition plays a massive role in the value of any coin, and the 1981 issue is no exception. Circulated coins with strong details and good surfaces can still attract a surprising level of attention. Collectors prize coins that show honest signs of circulation but retain their beauty, and this is exactly what makes the 1981 coin appealing even in non-mint states. The demand for the 1981 50-cent coin has grown steadily over the years. As collectors focus on completing full-year sets of Australian coinage, the 1981 issue is a must-have. Its age, combined with its dwindling availability in strong condition, ensures that interest remains high, and prices continue to edge upward in auctions and private sales. In the current rare coin market, the 1981 50-cent coin is attracting attention from both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts. Its affordability compared to some rarer issues makes it an accessible entry point, but its potential for appreciation gives it the reputation of being a wise long-term hold. This combination of accessibility and investment strength is one of the reasons why its demand is so strong today. In dollar terms, even circulated examples of the 1981 50-cent coin can fetch several times their face value. While the base level may seem modest, the cumulative demand and limited availability have pushed this coin into higher brackets. Coins with excellent eye appeal or strong strikes can achieve even more impressive prices in today's action market. The coin's appeal is not just limited to Australian collectors. International interest in Australian coinage has surged, and the 1981 issue is part of that movement. Collectors abroad appreciate the artistry, history, and unique shape of the 50-cent coin, and they are willing to pay competitive prices to secure such pieces for their collections. For collectors who already own the 1981 50-cent coin, the advice is clear: hold on to it. Its value is likely to increase as time progresses, especially as more collectors seek out coins from this transitional period. For those still searching, the time to act is now, as the window to acquire quality examples at reasonable prices is closing quickly. Preserving these coins is also essential for maintaining and enhancing their value. Even in circulated condition, proper storage and protective holders or albums can prevent further wear and protect against environmental damage, ensuring the coin retains its collectible appeal. The 1981 50-cent coin is more than just a piece of money. It is a slice of Australian heritage. Its design reflects national pride, its history speaks of continuity and change, and its rarity today makes it a desirable investment. This perfect blend of art, history, and financial potential ensures its place in the spotlight of the numismatic world. Looking at today's action market, one cannot ignore the strength of the 1981 50-cent coin. It has proven its staying power, and with continued collector demand, its value trajectory looks promising. Few coins combine such availability, desirability, and opportunity, making it a standout for anyone interested in coin collecting or investing. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin in circulated condition is a gem worth celebrating. Its rich background, iconic design, rarity in collectible states, and solid market demand all contribute to its growing dollar value. For collectors and investors alike, this coin is not just an artifact of the past. It is a valuable treasure of the present and a promising asset for the future. Next up, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin stands as a proud piece of decimal history and has become a fascinating treasure in today's rare coin market. At first glance, it may seem like just another circulating coin of its time, but when studied closely, it reveals an impressive story of artistry, heritage, and growing collector demand. In very fine condition, the 1971 issue has evolved into a highly desirable coin that continues to capture attention in auctions and private collections. To understand its importance, we need to go back to the origins of Australia's decimal currency system. When decimalisation was introduced in 1966, the 50-cent piece quickly became the largest coin in circulation, replacing the old pre-decimal crown. Initially struck in silver, the coin was redesigned in 1969 into the copper-nickel dodecagonal shape we know today. By 1971, this bold new design was firmly established and represented modern Australia's strength and independence. On the obverse, the coin features the iconic Arnold Machin portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This effigy, used throughout the late 1960s and 1970s, captures the youthful grace of the Queen and became instantly recognizable across Australia and the Commonwealth. The 1971 coin preserves this image beautifully, and in very fine condition the details of her crown and facial features still stand out clearly, giving the coin undeniable charm. The reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, showcases the Australian coat of arms in striking detail. The kangaroo and emu, flanking the central shield, symbolize a nation moving forward, while the state symbols inside the shield reflect unity and strength. The bold dodecagonal shape and shimmering copper-nickel finish give the design a commanding presence that collectors still admire to this day. What makes the 1971 issue particularly attractive is its age and the survival rate of quality examples. Being over 50 years old, most coins from this year endured decades of circulation, leaving behind heavy wear and loss of detail. However, coins preserved in very fine condition, with sharp lettering and strong imagery, are far scarcer and hold significantly more collector value. Rarity is not always about low mintage numbers. It's about how many coins survive today in collectible condition. While millions of 1971 50-cent coins were produced, most have long disappeared into circulation or suffered from heavy wear. This creates a natural rarity for coins in higher grades, making well-kept examples in very fine condition a prized discovery. Collector demand for the 1971 50-cent coin has remained strong over the years. Numismatists building complete year sets of Australian decimal coins cannot overlook this key date, and they actively seek out the best preserved examples. Its combination of age, design significance, and the prestige of being one of the earlier copper-nickel issues makes it essential for any serious collection. In today's rare coin market, the 1971 50-cent has proven its resilience and staying power. Even though it was struck for everyday use, it now commands respect as a collectible, and its values reflect that. Coins in very fine condition fetch impressive premiums over face value, and as demand increases while supply of quality coins shrinks, the upward momentum in value is clear. The coin's appeal also stretches internationally. Collectors outside Australia admire its bold dodecagonal shape, which is rare in global coinage, and the symbolic design of the coat of arms. For international numismatists seeking something unique and historically rich, the 1971 50-cent coin represents an exciting acquisition. What makes this coin even more attractive is its balance of accessibility and investment potential. While not unattainable, its condition-based rarity ensures that prices will continue to climb. Collectors who act now to secure an example in very fine condition are positioning themselves wisely for future gains, as coins of this caliber are only becoming scarcer. Preserving the condition of the 1971 coin is vital for its continued growth in value. Protective storage in holders or capsules will keep its details crisp and its surfaces free from further wear. Even circulated coins in very fine condition deserve this level of care, as they already stand out in today's market and will only grow more desirable in the years ahead. The artistry of this coin cannot be overstated. Devlin's design has a timeless appeal, and when paired with Machin's elegant portrait, the coin becomes more than just a medium of exchange. It becomes a miniature piece of national art that reflects both tradition and progress, giving collectors pride in owning such a piece of history. The 1971 issue also carries an emotional resonance. For many Australians, these coins recall a time of change, growth, and national identity. This nostalgia adds an intangible value that makes the coin even more appealing, particularly for collectors who lived through that era and want to preserve a piece of it. In the action market today, the 1971 50-cent coin continues to perform strongly. Auction results and private sales reveal growing competition among buyers, especially for coins in very fine condition or better. This competition has created steady upward pressure on prices, reflecting the coin's strong demand and limited availability. The trajectory of the 1971 50-cent coin is clear. It is moving upward in recognition, demand, and dollar value. For both experienced collectors and newcomers to the hobby, it represents an excellent choice. A coin with deep history, iconic design, and undeniable growth potential. The 1971 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition is a standout piece in the world of numismatics. Its rich history, rarity in collectible grades, stunning design, and strong demand combine to make it a true gem in today's rare coin market. More than just a coin, it is a treasure of Australian heritage and an investment in future value.